Hello, Jessica Frost Ballas here with a video for lawnfawn. Today I'm creating an interactive butterfly-filled platform pop-up Mother's Day card, so let's get started. First, I stamped the butterflies from I Like Big Butterflies onto white cardstock with black ink. I'm using the coloring stencils for the butterflies and taped the first stencil layer over my butterfly. I start by coloring their bodies with narwhal ink. Then I color their wings with sunflower ink and blend a little pumpkin spice on the inner edges of their wings. Since the rightmost butterfly has little spots that would be covered if I blended black ink on the edges, I choose to color those parts with a toner gray Copic marker instead. I use sunflower ink to color the little spots and then color the rest with my Copic marker. Then I die cut the butterflies with the coordinating dies and all the pieces for my platform pop-up. I used the Blissful Blooms pattern paper to cut the large panel for the platform pop-up twice. Then I die cut the cloud inserts from white cardstock and the T-shaped piece 3 times from white cardstock. I realized later that I only needed 2 of the T-shaped pieces since I'm using the cloud insert. Once everything is die cut, I start by folding along all the scored lines on the large panels and creasing them with my bone folder. The die impresses lines onto the paper that help you see where to fold. I fold all the lines in towards the white side of the paper. Then I fold the little tab at the bottom of the T-shaped pieces. To assemble my platform pop-up, I start by adding a little adhesive to the top flap of the large panel and the little tab on one of the T-shaped pieces. Then I carefully remove the adhesive backing from the T-shaped piece, turn it over so that the tape is facing down, and slide it through the little slit on the green panel. I pull the tab flush against the slit and then simply fold along the score lines of the green panel and press down, adhering the bottom of the T to the inside of the green panel. Next, I remove the adhesive backing from the green panel and fold along the next score line. I tuck the tab underneath, and when I press and fold, it adheres to the inside of the green panel as well. This creates half of the platform pop-up, and you can see it pop here. I repeat the process for the second panel, adding tape to the tab on the top of the green panel, and the bottom of the T-shaped piece. I remove the adhesive backing on the T-shaped piece, turn it over, and slide it into the slit. I pull it flush along the score line and adhere it to the inside of the green panel. Finally, I remove the adhesive backing from the green panel, fold along the next score line, and adhere the tab to the inside of the green panel. Now you can see how the two panels fit together to create your platform. Next, I add adhesive to both of the tabs on the green panels. I remove the adhesive backing from one tab, line up the two panels side by side so that the scalloped edge is straight, and then adhere them together. Then I flip over the green panels and adhere the cloud insert on one inside half. I add adhesive to the bottom of the cloud panel insert and adhere it below the score line. Then I add adhesive to the other green panel. I remove the adhesive backing and then fold the piece in half along the score line, making sure the pieces line up. This sandwiches the cloud insert between the two platforms. Then I remove the adhesive backing from the side tab of the second green panel and adhere it to the other scallop side. And now my platform pop-up mechanism is complete. Next, I add adhesive to the bottom of my little cloud pieces and adhere them to the front of what was my T-shaped pieces. This just creates little decorative clouds inside the platform pop-up. So I originally wanted to have sort of an orange and black monarch butterfly theme going on, but I ended up changing that later on as the card started to look a little more Halloween than Mother's Day. But first, I die cut the giant Happy Mother's Day from orange cardstock and black glitter cardstock. I trim out the word Mother and then adhere it over the orange cardstock. I add liquid glue to the back of the sentiment and then adhere it to the large cloud panel. And now it's time to add my butterflies. I start by simply adhering one to the little front cloud. Then I cut 2 strips of clear acetate and adhere a butterfly to each strip. I adhere 1 strip to the little back cloud so that it appears to float above the sentiment, and adhere the last butterfly behind the large cloud panel so it sits right above the mother word and the clouds. At this point, it was looking a little Halloweenish, so I decided to add a few spring flowers to brighten it up. I die cut the flowers from the Big Blossom Portrait Backdrop die using cilantro, lilac, and Sugarplum Cardstock, as my mom's favorite color is purple. I cut the flower centers from more black sparkle cardstock and adhere them together with liquid glue. And then I looked at all the orange and black and the purple, and I realized I just tipped it all the way into Halloween. So I carefully removed the sentiment and changed it up with light gray and black sparkle cardstock, and I'm much happier with it now. I think it's a perfectly subtle but still cheery card. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe to the Lawnfawn channel for even more crafty inspiration. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, have a fantastic day and happy crafting. Bye!